Hi, and welcome back to Magpie Farm.
We hope you will enjoy the updates of highs and lows we've been through this week.
And we've been through a lot of them this week, and we're going to share quite a few of them with you through video and through me and Mariusz talking about them. Hi, so I guess we ought to start at the beginning of our week, where we had major problems with the water system on our small farm.
So at first we had problems with pressure, which was rising and falling to the point that it was basically what?
Non-existent.
Yeah, well, so yeah, we were thinking of what could it be, and so at first I decided to try to alter the pressure when the pump starts and stops pumping, and it didn't seem to work out. So we noticed that the non-return valve was clogged in a way that it wouldn't close fully. Therefore, the pump would lose its pressure and try to build it up forever, and never get to the point where it's supposed to shut off. Yes. So what we did, we didn't know how deep the well is. So well, at first we just put the whole pipe in there, and it turned out to be too long, touching the bottom and picking up the mud or whatever. So now, yeah, we shorten it to the like half a length.
Yeah,
I
it's probably
suppose.
about halfway now, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
And we haven't had any problems since, I don't think.
No, for now it's perfectly fine. My only worry is right now that if the pump ever, if the well ever goes dry, that the pump would not get water and may overheat.
Well,
Well-
we haven't had an issue so far though of the pipe overheating or the well getting
No,
dry at all.
we have frequent rains, so it shouldn't
Yeah.
be an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's not forget, mind the drama of the wasp nest inside.
wasp nest, yeah.
There was a wasp nest in there. But again, we sorted that, and as you can
Yeah.
see from the footage, we had a good result from it in the end. And of course, the big issue we've had this week is the beasties getting on the land, as I call them, basically the deer and the boar, because we're back onto forest from the field going back. So I basically created big changes to our plans for the week, because we literally have to plan practically every hour of the week out, and basically meant we had to get up at 6:30 one morning to start doing the fencing.
No, we had like over half of the fencing all around the perimeter done, and we got to the conclusion at some point, because of lack of time, I had to go to work and stuff like that. We just thought we'll leave it the way it is, and hopefully a deer, like what, stumbling upon the
Yeah.
the fence, will decide, well, let's turn around and just go away. Yes, but no, those witches, or who knows if these are females or not, but whatever, decide to actually walk along the bloody fence.
Well,
and,
we're assuming they're deer, so it
yeah,
it could have been boars.
Yeah,
it could have been boars.
Well, it could be hers as well, shouldn't it? Yeah.
No. It was too
Well,
big.
either way-
There was footprints like that.
Either way, it turned out that they were smarter than that. So
Yeah. They went
we-
round the fencing.
We cannot feel safe until we actually fully close it. Yes.
But we've done about,
Yeah.
would you reckon, 75% of it now?
I mean, it's only like what, 20 meters to finish out of 300 around,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
So it's even more than that.
And we
Yeah.
also said that
Yeah.
we're going to partition part of the field off, wasn't it?
Yeah.
To make it
yeah.
even harder, so create like another internal barrier, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. There will be part of the field where goats will be roaming, and they need to be, I mean, properly
Secure.
closed off. I mean,
Yeah.
we can't let them go
Yeah.
into any crop whatsoever.
Yeah, so that's something to look forward to, guys and girls. Goats, maybe September, October, if I can persuade you.
Well, if you can persuade me, yeah. I mean, is it good to take them by the winter, before the winter? I don't know.
I don't
I don't
know.
know.
Okay, you probably spend a lot
There's
more on
not much
feed.
of mowing going for goats in the winter, is there?
No,
Yeah.
you will spend more on feed, but then
Yeah,
we
yeah.
don't do this for the money, do we?
No.
We do it for the pleasure and the life that it actually
The
gives us.
products we may possibly
Yeah.
get, yes.
And of course, the next major thing that happened on the farm this week that really put a smile on our face is we basically had our first livestock born
Yeah.
which was
Our
Mildred, the rabbit.
first baby's born on the farm.
Yeah. So she's currently had 3. She looks as though she may have some more, and it's not uncommon for rabbits to have a litter, sometimes over 2 to 3 days if it's a large litter. We don't know 100%. So there's some things happening today. So Madras needs to go off shortly, and so I'm going to be staying on the farm today just to keep an eye on things, which we think is the responsible thing to do for one of us. Yeah. So, and you'll see from the video, yeah, they do look super cute. But we mustn't forget as well, they are there as livestock. Obviously, the breeding ones, she is very important to us. Well, all livestock is very important to us, and we look after them as best we possibly can do, and that's part of why I am staying today. But hopefully you'll like the video of the young kits, and obviously I'll keep you updated via Facebook and YouTube if there are many more of them to show, or any more of them to show. I guess next up is the chickens. Now the plan was we were going to add more chickens and more ducks this week.
Runner ducks.
Yeah, runner
I love
ducks.
them.
Yeah, runner ducks. Yeah, you really like. You think they're comical, don't you?
They eat snails. That's the best part of it.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't eat the veg if they're left to roam.
No, they won't. That's the thing. That they eat snails, but they don't. They won't even touch the leaf. They won't damage it whatsoever. That's a good stuff. In Germany, some people actually rent the flocks.
Do they?
Yeah, to get rid of snails. That's a very good stuff, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to keep it to that mind that they won't have my veg, and you know I'll remember it.
They will. They will have snails.
It.
It would be nice if they were eating those. How do you call them in English? Those potato bugs, stonka.
Potato beetle.
Potato beetle. That's more like a ladybird, but it's in stripes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's different. But anyway, because of one of the previous issues we talked about with the fencing, plans for the ducks have had to be put on hold because we wanted to create some more fencing around the chickens and to create a sort of like quarantine area for the ducks. So that'll have to wait. Probably a couple of weeks because I'm going to be visiting UK shortly, and so I won't be here to follow that through really with helping Marius putting the fence in and actually getting the runner ducks quarantining and checking every day to make sure everything's going as it should do. So next up will be the veg update, and we're going to have a little look at what's been happening in the garden, Polytunnel, and generally in the fields over the last 2 weeks. So we've, as you would recall, have harvested some of the beetroot, and we've planted some radishes where the beetroot were. I've upped the soil a little bit with some magic pellets, as I call them, basically rabbit poop, and we planted some radishes in there, so hopefully we'll get some radishes very soon. And there's still quite a bit of beetroot to actually harvest, and the cabbages are coming along lovely. Onions, they're okay. Potatoes are coming along, not too bad. We do got some nice bulbs coming on some of the onions, so hopefully we'll leave them to mature. Potatoes are coming along as expected, no major dramas there. Just have to check because we have that nasty potato beetle over here, and as you can see there are a couple of them on there, so I'll have to deal with those because they will kill off the potato plant. As you can see, And so we've got time just to do a little bit of weeding. These are our no-till beds. I basically do very little to these, very little indeed. Literally a couple of minutes. Carrots come along fine with the one solitary potato plant that I planted from seed. So that is the potato plant I actually planted from seed. And as you can see, there's some flowers potentially coming on there. And the carrots have had a bit of a thin. And they're coming along. So let's have a quick look of the weed fabric and what's happening there. We've got some more beans coming. More beans. The cabbages are not doing great over here. Not doing great at all. So we've got more bean plants. We've actually got some more cucumber fruit to come in. As you can see that, even though these have been harvested 2 or 3 times now. And we've got some tomato plants down there that are actually flowering. But the weather has cooled off quite a bit over the last week or so. I say quite a bit, down to around 19 to 22 degrees. Okay, let's check what's happening actually on the field, eh? Okay. So this potato row, no problems at all. It's starting to flower. That's coming along quite nicely. No sign of the dreaded potato beetle on there. The plants here looking very sad, which just sort of tells me I need to do a lot more with this patch of land to get it up to where it needs to be. Okay, so we've got some sweets and some parsnips, and I've also put out some extra beetroot of elite variety to keep the succession planting going on. And then further up there are a full square patch of parsnips that I got some potatoes grown here. As I mentioned, the parsnips are in there, and this area by here is prepared, ready for some planting, and so is this area. We do have a couple of the cabbages that are still alive, barely here, but they're not exactly doing very well. They look very sorry for themselves in regards to here, because of course this sand is just, well, this earth, should I say, is just not very good. Polytunnel. Well, we continue as we've been continuing in the polytunnel. We still have the pepper plants that are really thriving. I've started some late lettuce, some more late winter cabbages, some winter collies, and some beans, as I mentioned in my previous video. Pepper plants generally are doing quite well. We have this little pepper bush down here as well. The only one out of about 30 I planted that actually survived. Tomato wise, we're doing quite well. A lot of them now are starting to ripen slowly. I got massives of tomatoes that will be harvested over the coming weeks. And I do need to do a little bit of work in the greenhouse, removing some of the dying foliage, because we do not want leaf rot getting in. Cucumber wise, I continue to harvest. It feels like almost on a daily basis, and we're getting more and more of those. And look at this, folks, we have a watermelon come in. Yes, one of several that's on this plant. Again, only one plant out of about 20 that I actually planted. But I think it may be a bit late to get anything from that. Again, more cucumbers. And we got some onions in here. They're doing quite well as well. But these are sort of plant and forget sort of plants. Oh, and I need to do some weeding in the polytunnel as well. But again, a lot of this was no-till, and it's worked out quite well, considering that this polytunnel was literally thrown together at the last minute. There's going to be a major upgrade project on the polytunnel in this coming autumn into winter.
When England's away in the UK, I will make a footage of some refurbishment. I will be undergoing with the word
Undertaking.
undertaken. Yeah, undertaken. So yeah, when Lynn comes back, I hope we can like kind of edit it.
Yeah, I'll edit it and upload
And
it. So,
upload, yeah.
so it'll be a bumper update for everybody of 2 weeks condensed into probably a 15-20 minute video. So we certainly look forward to sharing that with you, because there will be a lot. Because as you have seen from previous videos, we've had some help in to help us renovate the upstairs of the farm, because that was literally totally blank, apart from one bedroom with a collapsing ceiling.
Collapse,
in there.
yeah, all bent in there.
Yeah, so as you can see from the video footage that we're about to show you, there's been a lot of work completed this week, and we're getting to the point now where we're going to be saying thank you and goodbye to the help that we've had in to help us with the plastering and the joining and all the other work, although we have been doing a lot of stuff in the background, primarily Mario's
Electrics.
in regards to the electrics,
Yeah,
putting extra
yeah.
lights, and a lovely central ceiling fan, which we will show you shortly. So we'll be saying goodbye to them then, and they're going to be coming back a little bit later then to help us work on the cottage, which again is a really exciting project. So we really hope you enjoy this last update from us, which is around the building work that's been completed thus far. And you will see a few previous and before shots that will show the work that has actually been done.
And as you can see, we've made some real progress, I believe, in regards to the mud-in. And it hasn't been an easy task, especially in this room, because it's mainly partition walls, apart from the chimney stack. Part of the problem has been we've had to use expanding foam initially on the joints, especially where we have the wooden beams, to give some stability to the boards and to the actual plaster that's going in between it. But again, I'm quite happy with the effect that we're getting there, and we're almost to the point now where the flooring will be next, and then painting of an undercoat onto the boards. And again, the same in this particular room, that being a particular partition wall. Into the main room, and as you can see, a lot of boards on there. Not such a major problem, because that was actually a brick wall in the first place. And we've done that, I think, without any major problems. The buzz area is looking really great from my perspective. I'm really liking the look of that. We do have to do some stain work on it at some point. The window surrounds are looking really good. Really happy with that. Finally, then the ensuite bathroom. You can see, wow, what a difference again. Again, we had to use some sponge behind those, but to good effect.
Well, I hope you've enjoyed this update from us this week. As you can see, there's been an awful lot going on. If you have, please don't forget to hit the thumb up if you've liked it, and don't forget, comments below. Hopefully that sort of corresponds to the video.
And of course, don't forget to subscribe and press the was it the bell
The bell button.
Yeah.
We need a little bell by you to hit.
So, to see all the future notifications. Yes.
Yeah. Well, until next time, and don't forget, there'll be a little bit of delay before any new videos come out after next week, because I will be away in the UK. So we look forward to enjoying our videos with you again. Take care until next time.
Take care.